You know what I mean? Like those events would just I would lose a lot of points on.
Yeah.
All right, I finally got my stuff figured out here, guys. I got my stuff figured out. I got a little black curtain back here trying to cover up the Titan fuel because we're going to be doing a little transition here soon. So I'm looking a little different. James has still got $50,000 of shoes behind him. Hey, Casey's about to take an off-season nap back here against the wood panel bar.
This is consistent.
Hey. Yeah, so you was talking a little bit, James, about powerlifting or something. What's going on?
Strongman.
I'm talking about when I competed in strongman back.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, like from 2008 to 2010.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was really good at it. I was much better at strongman than bodybuilding. Then it was kind of like it's kind of like a backdoor, backyard entertainment.
Right.
You know what's interesting is James actually has been very athletic in many different avenues that are complete opposites.
Like what?
Like pitching and then strongman, and now you're bodybuilding. It's like
I know. Usually it's
and you've almost turned pro in strongman and in bodybuilding now, and you would have been a pro in baseball.
And baseball, yeah.
Yeah.
But the latter two are way more similar than pitching. You know what I mean? Trying to think of us doing stuff like that at this weight, you know what I mean?
But when I was a baseball player, I was skinny, man. Like I had probably the same size legs as I do now, but my upper body was more mobile. So I was, bro, you're not throwing with your arm. You're generating hip power. It's a hip extension movement. Yeah. And like rotation. And so that's where you're getting like power from. This is just like like throwing it. Yeah. But
one thing I noticed is in person, like you're long. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you've got long limbs too. So that's
and that's what made me a good pitcher. It helps also. Dad was a pro baseball player. So I got
really?
Yeah. He was a pitcher also. So that's where I got my.
Where'd he play?
Angels and Mariners.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a jersey? I know you got a jersey.
I actually don't.
Really?
But it was in the 70s.
Oh,
okay. Late 70s.
Hey, that'd be cool to have.
Before I came on. I know I have his card. I have a couple cards of his.
Oh, really?
So he played where it was the Anaheim Angels and not the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Yeah, he played with Nolan Ryan. So
the actual Angels.
Wow. Yeah. He said awesome. Nolan Ryan was a beast. Like because back then baseball players didn't work out. They just like drink beer and then shut up. But Nolan Ryan worked out.
Yeah, he was serious. Yeah.
Like in the off season too. Like
right.
Because their off seasons were truly like off seasons. Like they're just like normal people.
Yeah.
But Nolan Ryan,
baseball is like the best sport to get into because you get the holidays off and all that stuff.
Yeah, because don't play through the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chill. It's like a vacation.
That's what I like.
It almost feels like a vacation doing that.
But baseball's a grind, man. It is long.
It is a grind, but there's one positive thing. You don't have to worry about, getting knocked out on a kickoff return or, you don't have to take the consistent just body beating as you would in football. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get more like the nagging wearing injuries in baseball.
Yeah, it's like the sciatic pain and the tendon pain and stuff like that.
Especially for a pitcher.
Well, yeah, mine was the tendon pain. My UCL.
Tommy John.
Yeah, that's what blew for me. It was just from playing too much.
So you did tear it?
Yeah.
Is that the same side as torn bicep or no?
No, the other side.
Okay, so you're just banged up son of a gun then.
All over. The problem was I didn't tear it bad enough. I partially tore it.
Yeah.
But it made me lose when I ended up being able to throw again, I ended up losing 6 miles an hour on my fastball, which is a lot. but I didn't tear it completely to where they're like, yeah, I would do Tommy John surgery right now.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like an in-betweener. And I wish I'd have just popped it all straight off the tendon bone. Didn't happen.
So what's your best pitch? Let me guess. A slider.
No, I actually never threw a slider.
Really?
I was a
fastball.
I was a power pitcher.
Yeah.
But I had a cutter like Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
Like scouts used to like be like, oh, he's like kind of like Mariano Rivera, because I used to have a natural cut fastball as a righty, which is really rare, because I would go kind of like this with it at the end.
Yeah.
Most people that come across it, top of it,
yeah,
and then it would go into lefties and away from righties. Whereas most righties, fastball goes into righties and away from lefties.
Hey, it's technical.
And then
I do like that about it.
I had a really good curveball though, like a 12-6 breaking ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I bet I could hit it.
I don't know.
I bet I could hit.
I was dirty, dude. Like I was really dirty.
Hey, I'd take one to the back. I'd take one as long as I got that ear and the neck covered. I'll take one across the back, man. It's going.
I have too long of a neck to cover myself like that.
The worst, you get hit in the leg, man, is you feel that for like 2 weeks.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, that someone gives you a monkey bump. So
yeah, you know that pitcher at Chamberlain he's a closer for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Well, like the lefty that throws like 104.
Yeah.
He fucking hit me, man. That shit fucking hurt, dude. I was out. I'm not even kidding you, man. I was out for like fucking 2 weeks, man. I did not want to see it.
Really?
Dude, I was so scared, dude.
How big was the bruise?
It hit me right on my left quad. That was a right-handed.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it probably like my whole leg. Like, yeah. But however big my leg is how big the bruise was.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you, but you looking lean in that hoodie there, bub. What?
Yeah, I'm trying to look a little like rock today.
Hey, dude, it looks pretty sweet. What brand is that?
Lululemon.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never bought anything from there. I've been in there looking for some shorts before, but I couldn't ever find them.
Best underwear. If you ever get Lululemon underwear, you'll never go back to another pair.
I think you've told me that before.
Guarantee it.
How tight are they?
They're loose, but they're tight.
Okay.
They're loose.
I was gonna say, I can't handle that tight. I gotta have a little.
They're just enough
action.
tight, just enough loose. Like you don't feel them. It feels like you're not wearing them, but they offer enough support.
Well, I'm gonna have to get some in.
Everyone tuning in this week just found out what best underwear to get is.
Food also is big on Lululemon men's underwear.
Really?
He will wear another pair. Well, he wears Manscaped when he does his like little post, but he's really wearing Lulu most of the time.
I've been on that the Under Armour ones. The kind of the meshy breathe through. I just like them because they're tight. If I need to wear tight jeans or something, you don't see wadded up boxer briefs on your legs. You know, it fits everything pretty tight. It's not like compression shorts because it's got the little package area, you know, instead of just a straight compression. So
the only Armour ones I have are like the real compression ones, and those are intense. Like they're good if you need, but like just for normal, too much.
I just gotta have. I want it loose enough on my adductors that it's not like I'm not having to stretch them out, you know, because bodybuilder legs, it's a different story. You know what I mean? If
Lulu covers that perfectly.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, that's surprising because if you really think about it, like Under Armour's more cultured towards athletes, and we're athletes, but just a little bit bigger.
Let me tell you what size. I get double XL Lulus.
Hey, I think I saw a little stain in there, dog. What's going on?
There's not. There is.
He's like, dang, we're gonna have to edit that out if there was.
I have like a gray pair.
Oh,
yeah. So, these are the best ones.
Hey, I'm gonna get that, son. Hey,
Shorts are good.
I take socks and boxers. They're very serious. Hey, they're very important. They're very important.
I only wear stance socks.
Yeah, that's what I wear too. Stance and diabetic socks for work because they're looser.
Diabetic. All diabetic.
I need to get
good
for work.
Dude, yeah, they're fire. You can get them off Amazon. They're cheap too.
Yeah.
Cheaper on Amazon than Walmart. But so what y'all guys want?
Today's not good to ask that.
I was 278 this morning.
How much?
278.
Well, you still got the Chick-fil-A in you.
Yeah. I was like 270 before, I think. And then I had my Chick-fil-A and I swelled up, man.
Yeah. Hey.
I don't know what it is, man, about that Chick-fil-A.
Hey, tell us what you had before we get on Casey's weight here. Chick-fil-A.
Like 2 large mac and cheeses, 2 chocolate chip cookies, 1 brownie, 2 large fries, 4 spicy chicken sandwiches. The 1 spicy chicken sandwich on there wasn't mine. It was my wife's.
Okay. So you had 3.
The deluxe one? No. I had 4 of the regular ones.
Okay.
Deluxe ones. She likes it with like the lettuce and tomato and cheese. I just like the basic one. So that was hers. And then that's all she ate out of that order. So the rest of it was mine. And that was it.
That's a solid cheat meal.
Yeah.
I think
and then
you went
Ben and Jerry's too.
You always get that Ben and Jerry's. That's your topper every cheat meal.
I don't feel like it's
not complete.
Meal. I don't feel complete.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's not over till I have that. So like, let's say like I ate the Chick-fil-A at like 8 p.m. I would sit in my mind till like
exactly.
Till I got that Ben and Jerry's. Like I would have got it.
Yeah.
Or DoorDash.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Or the sandwiches and everything else just keeps on coming until you seal the deal with the dessert.
So I got to seal it with ice cream. I don't want to eat anything else after ice cream.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to. You don't want to run. You don't want to run the salty sweet ending.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. What's your guys' ending?
I'm an ice cream fan too, but it depends where I'm at and what I'm doing. Like if I was just getting pizza, I would probably get a pint of ice cream too. But
yeah, so like stay home, you're either like go to the store to get it or
no, I'll tell you, I got the answer for you. A Blizzard from Dairy Queen.
Oh, those are good.
Those are fire.
They're light.
Yeah.
They're heavy, but they're light.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like you can, if you get a big cup, I feel like that's more than a pint and it's probably a little bit healthier. What do you think?
Yeah, because they don't use their cream they use isn't as thick, so it's not as much fat content.
Let me look it up here because I think actually it might be close depending on what kind of feeling. Like I would get an Oreo.
Yeah, Oreo's the base.
Yeah.
Can't mess it up. I like the Heath bar Blizzard as well, though.
Yeah, that's fire.
Heath is delicious.
It is.
Love Heath.
So do I.
Hey, dude, I ain't been on MyFitnessPal in so long. It's ask me like I just downloaded it. Ask app not to track data. Let's see. So what would you
my
get?
Finisher is, my finisher is either Haagen-Dazs. You guys seen all the Haagen-Dazs pictures during prep when I get the deals. But I usually have to eat like 2 pints. And
usually 2 for me.
Yeah. It's because like after the second one, then you're like, okay, now I'm done, But a lot of times the finisher is just when the clock hits midnight. When it hits midnight, I can't eat any more food because it's a new day.
Never out that.
Hey, that don't stop me.
Stops me. It's like, all right, because it's those days where it's like you finish the ice cream and you're like, I'm still hungry. I'm gonna go get another cookie, and then you're just maybe I'll make a burger or something. It's just sometimes you're just chasing that.
I'm always a wake up next day. It's a new day. I'm not a past 12 guy. I'm like a, you know.
Well, you stay up a lot later than us.
Yeah, you'd have to do that with your.
Yeah, that's true. So a large Oreo Blizzard is actually pretty close to a pint of Ben Jerry's. 1,040 calories for a large Oreo Blizzard, 145 carbs, 38 fat, 21 protein.
There's less fat because like a Ben and Jerry's is like 60 something fat usually.
Okay.
It's usually 1,400 calories for Ben and Jerry's.
So how much is 500 grams in ounces? Because that's the size of a large Oreo Blizzard.
Oh no, isn't like 4 ounces about 200 grams, or 8?
Yeah,
8 ounces is about 200 grams.
8 ounces is 240 grams, or almost 40. So that's like 10 ounces, probably 9 to 10 ounces.
17.6 ounces is 500 grams.
500 divided by 28.
Let's see, 500 by 28.
Divide by 28.
28 grams an ounce.
Yeah, that's the same. 17.8.
Oh shit, my math is way off.
Hey, well, at least you had a prediction. I had to look it up.
I guess so, because
I was like, I ain't even playing with that.
Yeah, that's because you'd have to go like what, times 10, then almost like you're almost doing it times 20, and then you take away a couple 100.
So how many ounces is a pint
like
of Ben and Jerry's?
They're usually like 150, 160, something like that.
150 grams?
Yeah, usually. Of carbs.
No, I'm talking about grams of weight in the.
I don't know what a pint weighs.
I thought it was about 500. I'm pretty sure it's around 500, like 480, 490, if I can remember looking in the back of the,
I don't know.
Haagen-Dazs every night.
Okay. So a pint is 16 ounces.
A little bit less than 500.
A pint is 16. So they're about the same. So a large Blizzard, guys, is about the same as a pint of ice cream.
Yeah.
No, it's actually better. 17.8.
Yeah, actually, it's a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
you're getting less calories in a Blizzard.
And less fat. So it's more carb based calories versus Ben and Jerry's more fat based, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Because you probably get the Ben and Jerry's with tons of peanut butter in it.
Well, those ones are more, yeah. Those ones are the heaviest ones. It depends. I usually
yeah.
They usually for like 200 calories though, like from like the lowest to the highest. From the ones out.
So at the end of the day, just pick whatever ice cream you want because you know it's already cheat meal. You know.
Yeah, you're already doing it. Might as well do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So Casey, what was your weight?
So 2 days ago it was.
No, we didn't know today. We did. Hey,
I know, but I'm saying, but then I had all those cookies for the past couple of days, so it's back. And then yesterday was, Amanda wanted to go get some food from different places for Veterans Day, so I started eating a couple of places out. So my weight was 277 point something this morning. So about the same page as James again.
Dang. Hey, y'all don't want to know about lightweight here.
Well, you got the job back a bit, so
a little bit. 264. Yeah.
I had to scale back my training though, man. I just
really
have not been feeling it this week.
Really,
I don't know if my body or the new weather.
I've been like that about the past week too, and I've been fighting. I've been pushing through it, but
I've been pushing through it a little bit. But I don't feel like training, man. Like I felt like this years.
I did not feel like going today.
I have not felt like training for the whole week.
I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've been like putting it off until the last minute and having just go in and absolutely kill it real fast because I've just been doing other stuff. Like, hey, I painted these the other day and got lost in the sauce. Hey, took me about an hour per shoe to get that lined out. And
those are cool because they were cracked.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I didn't actually have to damage the shoe. I just had to color the spots that were damaged. And then, you know, I took my thumb. If it was a little crackly and I knew it was going to come off, you know, I went ahead and scratched it a little bit.
So that's how you did those lines all over.
Yeah. I mean, they already had some, they had some wear and tear on them. So I've been wearing them a lot, and James wore them a lot too. Probably.
Yeah. And it's an older.
Yeah.
It's years old.
What release was that?
I think it's 2012.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, OGs, baby. So, yeah. So 264 this morning. And here's the deal, guys. I would be about 259 if I didn't eat 3 pounds of brownies last night or the night before.
So good.
Oh, dude. I'm telling you, dude. We need to talk about that because
West Coast doesn't make you gain weight.
I know, dude. What's up?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but West Coast in particular, I'll wake up the same weight. I'll eat 2 or 3 of them brownies. Those are pound brownies each.
What is it, do you think?
At least. I don't know. I don't gain weight when I eat West Coast.
I'm telling you, the best leg days of my life. Huh?
They must have diuretics in them or something. I don't know.
little diazide sprinkle in the brownies.
Well, they cost them.
Hey, that's why that fudge is just like, you know, like, melts in your mouth. Diazide melting in your mouth. Yeah, so Casey, you need to try this with one of your cookies, dude, because this just takes the cookie to the next level. If you can put cheesecake on the inside of it, figure out how to do that, because they sent me one that was a chocolate chip cookie, but it had Twix chunks and cheesecake in the middle of it. And it was like perfect cheesecake.
You'd probably have to do like no-bake cheesecake because you can't refrigerate it and ship it, because like stuff gets weird with cookies like that.
Okay.
Because it has to be like able to have like a shelf life of like 7 to 10 days.
So no bake cheesecake. I didn't know that was a thing.
That's probably how they did it. Yeah, they have to do something like that.
Well, you just mix it up like pudding or something, and it gets thick, or what?
I think so. They have it on the shelf at Walmart.
Dang, some of them shouldn't have told me that.
They have like a no-bake cheesecake. Like they have a no-bake cheesecake. I think cookies and cream one that I looked at a few times. I'm like, that looks kind of good, but I never got it.
Okay, so it is kind of like that that Oreo stuff. I've had that before. Hey, that was one of my favorite desserts my mom made back in the day. Was that Oreo no bake, the thick, it had the Oreo like chocolate crust underneath, and it had,
those are so good.
Oh man, that's fire.
Oreo crust is the best. It's like kind of flaky, but it's not, because you put a little butter in there with it. Yeah.
Shoot, I bumped it up to an hour, baby. I don't know. I told y'all, but so potentially 15 weeks out. It's very rare that it happens, but in the event that it does, I can't be in anything but best shape I've ever been in. You know what I mean? Arnold, if
is it already 15 weeks?
Yeah, 15 weeks, dude. Yeah, it is.
You're gonna do 15 weeks already, or already at an hour?
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be 2 hours. Hey, you already know me. It'd be 2 hours for the last 8 weeks.
Is it really that close already?
Yeah, I've got it built up on I've got a countdown clock for it.
March.
Yeah, it's early March.
Seems about right.
I guess February is a short month.
Seems about right.
15 weeks, 3 days, Arnold. If you want
that's a
Yeah.
I was thinking about jumping to Amber, but I don't know anymore.
Hey.
Most amount of cardio. 2 30-minute sessions.
Yeah. Casey said he's gonna do it with me until he
knows I don't know anymore. It's that close.
Hey, it's 3.5 months out.
See, it's like the Arnold, that one always catches me off guard. Like the year I did it with you, Jason Lowe posted a thing that said 13 weeks out, and I said, "Oh shit, it's that close!" And so I got in shape.
Yeah.
This always catches me off guard because like December, it's already right there, and like, whoa.
I will tell you this, guys. I've been working on that freaking vacuum about 100 times, at least 100 times to failure every day. At least. Because
I've been doing one this whole podcast.
Have you?
Yeah.
So they're keeping it all tight.
Whenever I sit, I just fucking suck my stomach in as much as I can.
Dude, I know. How crazy is that?
Yeah, it's working.
It's making. I hit a front double in the mirror this morning, and I saw my waist the way I'd never seen it before. I just never seen. It's like a certain tightness to the sides right here where you can suck up and pull in, and it just makes your waist look smaller.
Yeah, I mean, the quickest to add 15 pounds to your physique.
Yeah, I know, dude.
That's why I vacuum on stage. I don't really practice too much.
Man, I'm telling you, if I keep this up, like it almost makes me not want to do the Nathan's stuff this year and qualify for that. I know I can pull it back in, but it's made so much progress so quick, I'll have to weigh it out as it comes, but and I guess it depends on if I'm going to do the Arnold. If I decide that I'm going to compete in the fall, I think it'd be okay to do the hot dogs, but if I do summer, I don't think I should probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I could,
and plus, it's like if you're making a run for Olympia, like next year, like you have the most time out any year you're going to because they pushed it back to December. So I think you're getting qualified through like mid-November.
Yeah. Which
is insane. So like shoot, if I turn pro next year, maybe I'll make a run for it. Like screw it. Maybe do the Kentucky on October 22nd.
Yeah. That'd be sweet. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. What about you, James?
Team U, July.
First birthday.
Casey, are you doing Team U?
More than likely. Because if I do the Arnold, I'm not going to actually like.
No,
really.
you ain't doing the Arnold.
Don't tempt me.
hey, I know how it is. I know how it is, and I was stuck in the eating junk for a good 2.5 months before I was ready to like stop. And then once you stop, you've accumulated some fat that you got to kind of clean it up for a little bit. You know what I mean?
There's going to be a new addition.
Yeah. Ain't
That's
gonna
the whole
be
thing though, because if I can't sleep or nothing, like I'm cleaning up my diet regardless, because when you can't sleep, you need a better diet just for the energy.
Yeah.
I can't be carb crashing all day. So it's like this past week, I ate clean all week until we baked. And I'm like, okay, it's time to eat some cookies. And I got to finish the leftovers, I'm like, I have those little, like the little leftover doughs that make small cookies. So all day one baking. Yeah. And then we have to take like the model cookies, take pictures of. So I'm like, okay, we're done taking pictures. I'm going to eat those too.
Hey, I couldn't do it, man. Hey, I wish I had a cookie business. I love it. I could advertise the crap out of it just because I love eating it, and I'd have an excuse to eat them a lot more than what I do now. But I'm like, dang, I could do what Casey's doing, man. Because I would just have a full day of cookies like every other day on accident.
That's why I have one day during the weekend prep.
I can't order them because I'll just fucking demolish them all.
Yeah.
It happens. And I think we're all the same. It's like just finish them to get them out of the house. So I just eat them all in a couple of days and it's clean the rest of the week.
You know what I'm really proud of myself? I got my wife a vanilla Haagen-Dazs ice cream for a Chick-fil-A we had the other day. She only had like 2 or 3 bites, and I haven't gone in there and wiped it clean yet. I haven't even touched it.
Really? Has she declared it's hers and don't touch it?
No, she's not like that in ice cream. Only with peanut butter.
Oh, okay.
And then you touch that.
Hey,
Dude,
speaking of
12 of them, I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow. She needs to.
My whole pants. I had nothing in my pants. Peanut butter.
Hey.
Smucker's crunchy.
Hey, tell her I've done 4 in the past 4 nights if she wants to compete. I got 3 more left.
That's light work for her, man.
Wait, you said you're doing the Arnold, but you just dusted all these brownies.
Well, I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out.
Brownies don't make you. Those West Coast does not make you can West Coast on top of anything, and you're not gonna gain a pound.
Dude, no, but we know it's gonna happen.
I don't know what
Bartley's
either.
Gonna get in shape. Bartley's gonna get in shape, and then here comes the diet Pop-Tarts.
Oh, please don't do that again.
Not unless they send them to me. If they send them to me, then
just get ready.
Dude, they always send it when you're prepped. You're looking good, and he's like, "Here's some Pop-Tarts" when you're shredded.
Hey guys, switch to a more serious note. I mean, we've had it definitely makes you think. We've had all these people in the industry dying, that competing like us, ages a little, just a few years older than us. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy, man. I got a
closest one.
Yeah, I got a cardiac CT scan set up for next week, so it's only $100. So guys, if you want to check the calcium score, that's the cheapest way to do it. And it doesn't necessarily, I don't know if y'all watched Bro Chat, but guy was talking about it, and basically that scan is going to tell you, it's going to give you a number, and that's going to be indicative of the amount of blockage in that artery, but it's not, that information doesn't tell you if it's just thinly lined with it, or if there's like a mountain like in the middle of it that it's having to go around. You know what I mean? So, the best thing you can hope for is a low score, because that's going to tell you, hey, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you did have a decent little amount there, then you might need to look into it with a more expensive test. But just a general calcium score deal, it's only $100. So have y'all ever had that done?
A long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, probably maybe 10 years ago.
Well, the good thing about that is you got a baseline to reference. You know what I mean? Like you can say, hey, all right, I took this 10 years ago, but I've been doing this for 10 years, eating this for 10 years, kind of let you know. So I mean, I'm sure it's probably hard for younger people to get the doctor to pass it through, but just that's the importance of having a good doctor that's you can communicate well with and know what you're trying to accomplish, trying to be proactive.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not all age dependent. It's genetic dependent. So
right.
I mean, when I was 14, I had a heart procedure, but that's from an SVT. So that's pretty much the last time I had imaging. Then a couple of years ago, they did some imaging when I signed up for Aldi Warehouse, because you got to make sure your heart's healthy, because they don't want someone dying while they're loading pallets. And they're like, oh, it looks like you've had a heart attack. I'm like, well, I had a procedure. Like, oh, that's what the little burn in your heart is. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, you get forklift, right?
Huh?
For a forklift physical?
No, it was because we didn't have forklifts. You have like the pulleys, I guess you call them, and you put the pallets on and you stack pallets all day. So you're stacking like 10, 15 pallets, and they time you. So you have to be fast with all the food orders. You just make huge pallets all day. So because it's such a demanding job, they wanted to test my heart and everything to make sure that I was okay for the job. So that's the last time they did that. My heart was still good. That was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I've got a echocardiogram scheduled for next weekend too. I got a buddy that works at a hospital, has hooked me up, but so fortunate for that, you know, but I haven't had that done in a couple years, you know. Everything was good back then. You know how athletes, your left ventricle is usually enlarged from athletic performance, and mine even wasn't. I was like, dang, I've put a stress on this, you know. I've put this so hard to the test a few times, you know.
Maybe cardio hard enough.
What's that?
Maybe you're not doing cardio hard enough.
Hey, hour a day, baby. Hey.
It's because he does all that fasting.
Yeah. The autophagy. It's healing itself.
It's healing itself. As I said, you're gonna be the body to steady after like 40, 50 years of how you diet.
Hey, I want to know what y'all want to do after you decide you're not bodybuilding anymore. Are you going to make like a complete change, turn to a different sport, just general health, stay healthy? I mean, I kind of want to do something like outdoorsy. Like I kind of want to climb some epic mountain or something.
I freaking wish, dude. My allergies are so bad I can't handle any of that. It's like Ohio just wrecks me all the time. So that's why I think about the Arnold, because at least I don't have the pollen in the air, so I could eat more protein during the winter. You know, because I keep my protein pretty low when the pollen's crazy, because it just clears me out. So I'm like, that's why I thought about the Arnold, because I'm like, during that prep, I know I was eating more protein. It wasn't affecting me horribly. So but now we're 15 and a half weeks. So catching me off guard.
Let's go. We'll kill it later. James, what about you?
I don't know. I'll probably just pick a baseball coach or something.
Yeah.
Like my kid. Like I'm just like,
like
any other like hobby.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I change my mind all the time. So
I'm gonna stick with.
I think I'll train like a bodybuilder my whole life.
Yeah.
It's just what I love. You know what I mean? But you know, it's not necessarily healthy to stay 270 plus. You know what I mean?
You're all right at your weight.
I guess with our height, it's a way different than the 5'9" 270s. You know what I mean?
5'9" hundreds.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I guess it doesn't matter, because 270 on a heart, still 270 on a heart. And tall people usually have more heart issues later in life.
Yeah.
So
hey, you never know.
You and be like, associate you with like being this like overgrown bodybuilder in the off season.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like athlete.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Hey, well, if I'm not fat, you know what I mean? I think that's the main thing, is just keep a healthy body composition.
I think honestly, one of the biggest things is just blood pressure. So that puts so much stress on the heart and the kidneys and everything. It's like none of us are sitting on the podcast right now panting. When someone's panting when they talk, that's when they're having like technically an heart failure, because there's so much water and fluid around their lungs and their heart that their heart's struggling. And so that's why I tell people, it's like more, you have to be cautious. Like post show, it's like I'll eat, but if I start getting too much, like if I start getting like edema or something, I'm backing off, you know? And that's why like nowadays, I think where our bodies are used to it, so we just kind of put on fat. But that's what you got to kind of be careful with. And it's like every first time competitor usually deals with that a couple times, so they figure out, okay, eat a little bit, eat less during this hour, eat a little bit more here. It's like, so you just gotta be careful of that too, in my opinion.
Well, Thane, we're training for life and dieting for life, you know, just to remain somewhat healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What strikes me is, man, you see all these obese people and they drink, they eat like shit.
I know, dude.
They don't have any health issues.
I know.
They do, but we just don't hear about them.
That's true, but like
you see people in Ohio, you're gonna be like, okay, all of them have health issues. Like some of the ankles and the cracked feet I've seen here, and the discoloration. I'm like, oh, it's like, why would?
I guess just when you see like a bodybuilder go down, like in their 40s or 50s, it's shocking. But when you get like a obese person that you're not going to hear of them, but B, you wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. But I mean, technically, if you think about it, like it's probably more stress on the heart for the muscle mass because your blood has to pump through the muscle mass and the nutrients as opposed to fat tissue. You know what I'm saying? It's like both aren't really healthy because bodybuilders, you know, we do what we do. We're constantly putting stress on our body in the gym. And then the fat person isn't stressing at all. They're just eating. So that's their stress. So it's like kind of evens out. It's like there's a lot, and like bodybuilders, like we all like our cheat meals in the off season, you know? So
all season.
It's not, it's not the diet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be polite about it.
Yeah.
But because you got the fat person that's all diet related for the most part, and then bodybuilder does other things, including all the constant stress from beating up the body. So like not even a lot of bodybuilders don't even take proper rest. You know, so your body's in constant stress. Bartley. So your body's in stress year round, you know, because it's go, 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 go.
Hey, I want to tell you about the stress that are on these quads today after hitting those elevated heel hex. What do you call them? Deadlifts?
You're ridiculous on those.
Hey, what do you call those?
Heel elevated trap bar deadlift.
Okay. Yeah. They're feeling pretty good today. I had the old massage gun on them today. Just, you know, it's to the point where it's very tender, but if I work on it right now, it won't be crippling.
Tomorrow. First.
I don't know.
You did them yesterday or the day before?
I did them yesterday, but I think if I hit them with the blade, with the scraping a little bit later tonight, I think I'll be golden tomorrow. They'll just be swole.
Tomorrow they're gonna be worse, man.
I love it.
48 hours after is always the worst.
Hey, I love it. Yeah, so I'm still waiting on those wedges, but what do you think about that wedge that I used? That was pretty.
I think you got to keep you get your knees forward more though. Keep your hips from going back so much.
Okay. See, I'm treating it like a squat. Should I treat it like a squat or no? Or a deadlift?
You want to treat it like a hack squat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're that literally looks like your squat, except for you're just holding it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna work the same stuff. But you want the reason why you're elevating your heels is you want to get those your knees forward.
Yeah.
You essentially want your back to be more upright, like straight, like a high bar squat with like plates under your heels.
Yeah, you want a more upright torso because wherever the joint that's furthest away from the weight when you're doing it is your hips. So that's gonna be the dominant. That's gonna be more load on your hips than your knee joint. But if you move your knee more forward from the center of gravity, the center of your foot, in relation to your hips, it's gonna be more knee dominant, which is quads.
So I thought. So you don't think I did it right?
I mean, if that's what your goal was, you did it right. I mean, but if you want to bias quads, you have to get your knees.
Well, here was
like what you did was more balanced. It was like a more total leg, like hip and quad.
I'm about to pull it up so we can show people and see if I did it right or not. Share screen, desktop, share. Okay. All right. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
All right.
I love it. Brownies, Jordans, and deadlifts.
Let's see. I don't know if it's there. You go. All right.
I see how your shins are fairly vertical. Like they're going forward a little bit.
Yeah.
But your hips are going back too.
So is that just shifting my knees forward more?
No, I mean the more your hips go back, the less your knees will go forward. Typically, like that's
okay. I will add one caveat, and that's because I threw my lower back out last week, and I know this don't look like being real careful, but I tried it light and I didn't feel any tension there. As long as I keep my back straight up and down, I was like, it ain't gonna mess up my back as long as I don't bend at the lower spine.
But that's not very straight up. That's not really straight up and down though. You want to get that.
So more straight up and kind of sit back into it, like through your heels.
You want to do the opposite. You want to start the movement
toes
by putting your knees forward. Yeah. So when you start the movement, it's more you're putting your butt back first. You have to go back to that first rep again for me to really see, but
yeah,
you want to initiate the movement with your knees going forward.
See, hey, look at this death. Hey, 100.
Like you're getting some forward knee travel, and you're getting a lot of, but you're not getting full knee flexion because your hamstrings still aren't touching your calves, overlap your calves.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I do that,
and those are good. Total, like I'd say, like with the way you're doing it, was like a full leg. You know what I mean?
A little bit.
It was.
Good power.
It was.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, it has my quad screaming, so I know it did most of its purpose. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And the other day, that's what mattered.
That wedge is a little awkward. It's almost like homemade looking. So I'm looking forward to getting those prime wedges in, and then it might put me in that position a little more favorably than that wonky block wedge, that I'm standing on.
Is you want to start the movement with your knees going forward.
Yeah.
So focus on bringing your knees forward. You're going to that way.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. James called me out and said there wasn't no way I could do it. So I said, all right, next leg day, we'll show you, Big Daddy.
Yes.
He said I could do it.
That's even tough with just a regular trap bar, like without the wedges.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing telling you. I was like, for some reason I'm better in that movement right there than the straight off the ground, or it's about the same, just coming off the ground. I hate that feeling. Maybe because my lower back deal, it's always been a little sensitive back there, but I feel like that is, I can definitely tell more of an emphasis coming off the ground with my quads, versus my glutes and hams and lower back. So
are you talking about as opposed to like regular deadlift?
Yeah.
A regular trap.
Yeah, I can't hang with y'all on deadlift.
No, I don't. I'm not. I'm the same as Bartley. Like my deadlift, because it's awkward for me too. It's like the trap bar. I used to do trap bar if I was trying to go heavy and do high reps, kind of like that. Because deadlift, it's like for whatever reason, it's like this is awkward. It just feels awkward for me. So I've never been a good deadlifter, especially like Bartley was saying, little lower back impingement. So the trap bar though, it's a lot more because I'm a quad dominant person, so I can involve more quads, and that's why I like the trap bar. But
okay, I got a scenario for y'all. So let's say that we're meeting up sometime soon and doing legs. So we all want to do our favorite, most impressive exercise to impress our bros. And we want to make a complete leg workout, but nothing can be the same. So if we had to sit here and design 3 killers for quads, I want to do quads and hams. So if we have to come with 3 of each, this is like the ultimate leg day. If we were to
the 6 total, 2 quads, 1 for hams.
Yeah.
Are we good at it, or is it just like what we like the best?
Good at it, like the best.
There's a difference though, because I'm good at some stuff, but I don't think necessarily works my legs the best though.
That's a good question.
I'll just say this. So for quads, it would be pre-exhaust on leg extensions, then do something heavy like a leg prep.
No, you only get to pick one.
Oh, I thought you said we got 6 exercises for a total day.
Together.
You can only contribute 1 quad and 1 ham exercise.
Well, then we're all going to have the same shit, probably.
No, that's the thing. You have to make them different.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just go easy. I'll just go easy, and I'll just say leg extensions, pre-exhaust. I'll pre-exhaust everyone.
I'll take that as one of the 3.
That's true.
I'll take that as one of the 3. That's a good warm up. That's a good warm up.
Always warm
that way.
Yeah. James, we got
For quads.
Yeah.
So I'll pick a good lengthened version. We'll do a pendulum. So we'll pre-exhaust in the short position with legs, and then we'll do mine, which will overload in the lengthened position.
Okay. Okay. So that would eliminate my trap bar deadlifts, right?
Not necessarily, because the way you're doing
it feels similar movement to me though. If your feet are low on the pendulum.
I would say yours is more like a leg press from the looks of it.
Okay.
The way that's how like a leg press is kind of lock in, you kind of push with that angle.
Yeah. So you can pick those or leg press, and then I think you pretty much.
I was gonna say squats, but y'all don't like squats.
Well, that's what pendulum kind of covers that.
I'll do squat. Squats for me.
Yeah. That kind of falls under pendulum though.
No, I don't think so. It depends what kind of how you're squatting, in my opinion. Because it's very hard to get in the real lengthened position like the pendulum on a squat.
Yeah.
I have to have like super ill elevated heels to even try to do that.
That's how I squat, but some weight under the heels.
I can't say hack squat. Hack squat is probably one of my favorites, but I'm not gonna say that if I got the pendulum in the mix, you know.
You either do a pendulum or you do a hack.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a real
or
heel
elevated Smith squat with knees out in front.
Hey,
Smith squats, I fucking hate them.
Dude,
like
it's such a good isolation for the quads.
Do you find it one?
Oh no, I do. I like them for hams. Glute ham tie in. I feel great.
That's where I feel
Bulgarian split squats.
Yeah.
What's it? You feel the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it depends on how far out you put the toe. You know, you put that toe far out, you can dig underneath deep, but if it's in shallow, then you're going to hit a lot of quad.
Well, I do it out in front a little bit, and I have the little plates out there, like 5 to 10 pounder plates, and my heels up, and I almost act like I'm doing a wall squat.
Yeah.
So it's like my knees are out for a little bit farther. It's all quad.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say belt squat just to throw in. Just have 3 unique things there for us.
Yeah, those are good. I like both squats.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do hams. I'll go ahead and say, well, I know y'all like seated leg curl, so I don't want to ruin y'all's party by saying line leg curl.
Well, you can do more than one set of curls.
I'll say stiff leg deads.
Not RDL stiff leg?
Either.
Well, they're way different. I'm stupid. I overanalyze exercises.
Yeah.
Stiff would be way more ham, and then RDL would be way more glute.
Yeah. Technically, I like to do RDLs because I need glutes. My glutes suck.
Stiff leg.
I'm more of a stiff guy then, because I like to hit more, because I'll do something for glutes separate. So I like more ham and adductor off of those.
But the reason why I brought that up is most people do the same exercise.
Yeah.
So it's all about how bent your knee is. Because if you have a bent knee and you do like an RDL where you put your hips back or your knees bent, it's gonna be all like glutes your prime.
A lot more glutes. Yeah.
I usually keep my toes a little bit elevated when I do that, so it's more like pressure on my heels. That's how at least I do it, to feel my glutes a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I kind of actually make like a outward tension with my legs, so I can target the tie-in, kind of like you're posing, you know?
Yeah.
So that's at least how I target my glutes more in the RDL.
I'll be honest. My stance is about the same on each, but I can tell myself what I'm gonna try to pull myself back up with. Am I going to try to pull with my glutes, or am I going to try to pull with my hammies? You know what I mean? It's very similar positioning for me, but that's just, my biomechanics.
Yeah, it's just the only thing that differs is your knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where your knee's going. versus your.
Okay. You got stiffs in there. Stiffs are hard, man. Like true stiffs are very hard.
Yeah.
Like
my stiff is about the same as my deadlift. That's what's
I was gonna say that because I'm so bad at deads.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's just like I used to lift with a guy that competed at the Arnold for strongman, and he's got a badass deadlift. It's up there 7-8, and but I would do them with him, and his form was impeccable. That's why he was so freaking good, and he was stout too. But for me, for me to keep up with his weight, I ended up doing more of a stiff. He's like, bro, you're basically doing stiff leg deadlifts. Like, he was like kind of bragging on me because the weight was a lot higher than most people's stiff leg deadlifts, because most people do deadlifts instead of stiffies.
Yeah.
So stiffs, what you got, Casey? James, did you say?
At me or Casey, they're gonna leg curl or seated leg curl.
Yeah. Okay. So pick. Okay.
I'll take seated. Casey's gonna take line.
Okay, so if you do seated,
I wouldn't.
Line, and you either have to touch your toes, or you can do line dumbbells, so you get a lot of adductor in there.
Hey, what about lunges?
I don't think that's a good hamstring exercise.
I love them.
You could target it, but
it's glute ham tie-in.
I feel more my glutes. Honestly, those are like one of the glute things I do. And then if you do like what do you call it? The Smith, I guess lunge. It's not really a lunge, but you know how Meadows does it? Where you kind of like tweak sideways and you kind of twist your leg and you get the full extension on the glute.
Yeah, it's glutes.
Yeah.
Hey, I really do like that movement. I think that would help us more in leg development if we kept one type of leg curl and then did something else where we could hit a little more glutes, with our hams. Or you wouldn't throw a adductor machine in there? I love it.
No, that's why I said, well, on a regular day I would, but I'm like, if you do the legs touching, lying leg curls, or like with the dumbbell, you get full on adductor with that. And then obviously with like your even with your squats earlier in the workout, you're getting adductor when you're going full range, so you don't really need to throw it in.
All right.
If you need to bring up adductors though, which a lot of people do, I think you got to get
because no one squats full range anymore.
Yeah, it's just like I see a lot of guys with developed like outer sweep but no adductor, but it makes your legs look tiny.
Yeah, it's a weird look.
Yeah.
Because it's like the first thing that I wanted to bring up, because you guys saw my natty pictures. I'm like, my thigh gap was so bad. So I just blew up my adductors. I'm like, nah. You just dive down, you have a thigh gap. You're like, that's a gross look for a dude.
Adductors are a huge muscle, man.
They are.
And they're from the front and back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's nasty when you can see adductors from the back too. Not many people can do that.
I was the only classic dude that had that on stage.
I was about to say your pictures that you.
I was the only
other day. You had some meat hanging back here. It looks good.
That's where I lose that my weight cap, is I'm the only one with adductors. So these other guys got biceps.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? You gonna take some adductor meat off and throw it on arms?
I don't think I can. If I would, I could. I just think I've always had them. All right, I naturally use adductors a lot more in my leg movements because I don't do adductor work at all. No, like I really. Sometimes at the end of the leg day, I'll sit down on the Good Girl machine.
I do them twice a week.
No, I don't do any, man. I do. I think in my pulls, I use a lot of adductors. Same thing with my squats.
Yeah. It's like I don't do let's see, where'd Casey go? There he is.
Don't try calling me random number from Dayton. Don't know who it is.
Dayton Flyer, baby.
I'll answer that shit. I don't have
flyer.
I even got a spam. I was pissed. I got a spam message on my WhatsApp from a New York number. And I'm like, how did you add my number? Like, this spammers are so annoying. I'm like, this is where I keep all my client stuff. And it's like, I don't need my WhatsApp going off and be like, well, I don't want no spam on that.
I got some from a gear supplier on WhatsApp.
Shoot. Like, hey, I've been getting a bunch from just Chinese writing on there. I'm like, what? What is this? Hey, James, show us some heaters back here, dog.
Look at what I got him today.
What is that Gucci pair?
Since you know who Gene is.
Ooh, my boy Gene.
Yeah, oh, that's cool.
That's badass, ain't it?
The overall ring came
in. Son.
Oh, that's
pretty dope. That's the coolest overall probably ever win in my life.
Oh, absolutely. Does it feel good?
Huh?
That's something. The Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky. Kentucky. What is it called? Kentucky Championship Open. Kentucky Open. Bodybuilding.
Yeah, that's tight.
The KY Open Championship.
I got my trophy over there, and it's looking pretty weak compared to that. But I'm glad to have it, baby. I'm glad to have it. I'll take it overall anytime I get it.
Yeah, it was dope because that's the only reason why I really chose that show. Because I'm like, I'm either gonna do that or the Indiana show, and I saw the ring, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to go for overall ring. So I'm like,
yeah, of course.
I'm like, this is something that you could easily hand down to like a future generation, give them a lie, like, oh, I was the best bodybuilder in all of Kentucky, and
yeah,
my dad was Kentucky.
Yeah. Hey, back when bodybuilding used to be like, just like, probably like in the 90s and stuff, it used to be so wide open. I saw somebody driving one time. It's like he had a Corvette and it's like Mr. Tennessee and there's some big bodybuilder sitting in there. Like, we don't even give it that much credit anymore.
I know,
like
back when
Kentucky or Mr. Tennessee,
so much credit.
Yeah,
because I remember Meadows talking about the Mr. Ohio title and how it was like so prestigious back in the day.
Yeah.
And nowadays, like, everyone cleared out when I was doing that show. I was like, okay.
Back then, they gave out like 2 or 3 pro cards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was it.
It was way more like a niche sport back then. I think all fitness influencers and stuff just compete, you know? So now it's just like everyone kind of just competes and is in shape.
Yeah.
So
back then, it's like you just did it because you loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, we still doing it, baby. We still doing it.
I don't know. Fuck. This week's like the first week, man. It's like, I don't even want to think about lifting weights. I was just like,
hey, I'm fired up, guys.
I wish I don't know. I'm not. Like, usually I'm training chest tomorrow. This is what I'm going to do. Now I'm like, don't even want to go train.
Yeah.
It's got to be the time, the daylight savings, and
it's a little weird. It's a little weird, but then again, I don't know. Freaks come out at night, baby. It's time. Hey, gets dark a little early.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Hey, it was raining. It was raining yesterday during legs. And I was like, man, there ain't nothing better than legs when it's raining. I mean, I love that.
Yeah, because you can't.
It's just like, hey, you ain't doing nothing else anyway. So get in there and freaking suffer. Get in there and freaking just rainstorm.
Then you can walk outside because your shirt's already drenched anyway. So like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, no, even better. I come out and it stopped raining and sun's coming out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, baby. We changed the atmosphere. Let's get it. James, let me see some heat, some weekly heat real quick before we hop off here. Was that the Lightnings?
Lightnings.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite pickups of the year, man.
I'm assuming you like it because of the quality and like the colorway.
Quality, yeah. Well, yeah, the quality is actually very nice on these, surprisingly, for our release. But yeah, the color, like the yellow.
Yeah, they look pretty soft compared to like
They are soft.
It's not. I sold those university blues. I was like, I didn't like the quality on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, they were a 13 too. Remember, I got them at the store. They had one box left. So, shoot, that's the dangerous thing. I got about I got about $600 or $700 sitting in GOAT from a few pair of shoes that I've sold. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to before I pull the trigger on something.
Get out of there.
I need to get some green, something with green on it. That's the only thing I don't have right now.
The 5s.
No, it's too much green. I'm talking like a pine green one or something like that.
Dude, they're so expensive now, man. They're like $600.
I know, dude.
Dude, I had 5 pairs of those when they released. They were so easy to get.
I like them when they're all beat up looking.
What's that?
I like them. I like those beat up pine green one looks. Those look fire.
Yeah, they do.
What's another green one? More affordable.
There's not those 5. That's why I said that, because they're not too much.
Well, the 3s are probably cheap, but they're kind of weak.
The 3s, yeah.
Yeah.
There's this Jordan 6 that's got it's like lime green though.
I know what you're talking about at the bottom.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, that's not bad. Hey, what are those green ones down there behind you?
These ones?
Yeah.
Those are the pine green ones.
I'm talking about the ones that are green and black. Get the green and black ones. What are those called?
These are green and black.
Is the toe black on it? Okay.
You want these ones, right? There's ones where this is black though too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Those are almost just a little bit less though.
Really?
Yeah, I think those are.
I think the black and green, they kind of fade into each other. Kind of looks more of like a fall shoe.
I like the white on there though.
Is that a sail or a white?
It's a white.
It's a white.
Yeah, it's just got the crinkled leather. Everybody. That's why the shoe. Because everybody wants that crinkled leather. It's not that smooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like the bloodlines. That's what kind of leather's on there.
I don't really have very many because green's not really not my go-to color.
I don't like green, but I need to have something in case I wear something green.
But do you have to?
No. As long as you got a good black shoe.
If green's not your thing.
Yeah, as long as you got a good. I wear like what's that green? You know, not the green like the green on that shoe, but the more fall looking military looking green. I like that color. I wear that a lot.
These ones are cool. Then olive. You're talking about olive.
Olive, yeah. Have you got? Oh, hey, dude! If he didn't just yell, if he didn't just chant on 6 people getting killed the other day at the concert, I might get it. Did you hear about that?
They might go down in value now.
I know. Get them when they're cheap.
Was it 8 people?
Yeah. Those are 40 people. Dude, people were injecting people with shit there, man. That's why I don't go to places with crowds anymore, man.
Dude, people have been doing that for ever. I remember people were just scared back in the day at raves, like when I was in high school, because people are pinning people with aid needles and stuff.
Yeah, I remember hearing that too in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's all sketched out to go to the raves in California.
Yep.
Jeez.
People are fucked up, man.
Okay.
Yeah, but then people take too much Molly and stuff, and they dehydrate, they're not drinking water, they're tripping, and they die in the heat. It's
and then they just get trampled on and
pretty much.
Gosh.
Whenever they started calling it Molly, it went all downhill.
Yeah.
Shoot. Well, guys, I hope y'all have a good week. I'm gonna get off here and get some training going on. And hey, it's time to get shredded, baby.
I don't know.
This one was right in front of me. A little bit of that green.
Ooh, dude, those are fire. What are those called? I've never seen the bottom like that. Huh?
Oh, yeah. You don't see these very often.
No. What are those called?
Atmos 3s.
Really?
Yeah, they came in a pack with the Air Max 1. So you had to buy both of them.
So they're pretty rare.
Yeah, they're super rare.
Thanks, son.
The Air Maxes are super cheap.
Hey, look, you just said you didn't like green, and you just showed us 5 green pair.
I know.
I see.
He likes green. He's always wearing those green machas or whatever they're called. Those are sick too.
Yeah, he's got those.
Oh
yeah,
the
dried Tortugas.
Those are literally like my favorite shoes he has. I love those green ones.
Yeah, wearing green shorts.
It's on.
Hey, you gotta love it. Well, boys, it's good catching up with y'all. Guys that's listening, we're gonna try to do this. Hey, we're finally figuring out each other's schedule. You know, we've been running full steam wide open for so long and competing and having obligations to take care of it. We're gonna not make any promises, but hey, we're gonna do our best to get back on the weekly schedule, because
the next biggest thing, we're gonna have to start finding more people, because with the baby here, I don't even know how I'm gonna handle life.
I know.
My goodness.
We'll get a guy would get on here with us.
Yeah, just you have to pull a Fuad and just have like 10 people just so every week you're like
yeah.
The deep bench.
All right, guys. Well, we'll catch y'all later. And first one out of y'all to 280 wins. Y'all are both there.
Fuck,
I'm gonna take 280. I'm there every night though. I'm there every night.
Yeah.
Morning weight's a different story.
Yeah,
but we're
morning weight. Morning weight. Morning weight. Send me a picture.
You guys know how much I'm eating right now. I'm not even hungry at all. Like zero.
I'm eating 4 meals a day.
Really?
That's all I'm eating, because I don't really like having to worry about meals. Like, I don't need to grow in classic anymore. So I just kind of like eat breakfast, sit around, do client work, take pre-workout, go to the gym, drink post-workout shake, and have some cookies or something. Wait around, have another real meal, and then eat like a salad for dinner. But it's like a 1,000-calorie taco salad. So
you're pulling the Bumstead off season.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need to grow, and it's like at the same time, like my digestion is so weird that I don't want to overload it all the time either.
Yeah.
It's not even the wanting to grow part for me. I love eating. Like, dang, like I don't know what to do if I can't eat like every 2-3 hours. I mean, I can do it. I mean, obviously I can do it. I can fast, but you know, I just like to eat good food, tastes good, and watch some YouTube, baby.
I'm more of a feaster, so I like to eat a lot at one time. But it's like when I was in high school and even as a kid, it's like I wouldn't even eat up until like noon. I'd go to school, do whatnot, do what I need to do. Even when I was homeschooled, I'd just not eat until noon. So I know that once I retire from bodybuilding, I'm gonna lose weight fast. I only eat to keep muscle and build muscle. So I'll be skinny.
hey, it's harder to lose than you think. Trust me.
I know. I tried to lose that on purpose because I tried to join the military a few years ago and I couldn't lose it. I was like 237 natty, and I just kept trying to like not eat and work out. And I worked pretty good.
Why didn't they let you go?
Well, I had that heart procedure, and then the file, I couldn't find the file. It was like delayed, and I'm like, screw this, I'm gonna do another show. So,
but you didn't fail because of weight, because you get in with the measuring tape.
Yeah, it was gonna be the Air Force Guard. So I was trying to go in the National Guard to do like the Fire Academy, so that I could also become a firefighter because you get your credits.
Yeah.
And then that did go through, but then we made a cookie business. So I'm like, it's a good thing that it didn't go through. So
you don't have to I don't make weight, obviously. It'd be impossible.
Yeah.
I'd have to be 216 at my height.
Shit.
Dude,
good luck.
I can't even make classic weigh-ins shredded.
I know. We go to starving ourselves eating that few amount of calories just to make a weight that is higher than the normal human. I'm like, gosh, dude.
Dude, they want me to be 15 and maybe.
Sheesh.
I don't look like I've stepped foot in the gym at 216.
I know. What is that? Bone density?
Man, it's storming up out here.
Yeah.
Oh. No, it's just getting dark. It's just getting dark on you.
Super dark and windy over here now.
It is.
Yeah, I hate this weather.
All right. Well, Casey, go rub Amanda's stomach there.
I'm gonna go train.
I actually have a client that's doing a show, and I need to finish the client plan. So I'm in contact with him tomorrow and today. So
good luck, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. He's shredded, little 19-year-old. It's hard to find a young kid with good work ethic.
Yeah,
but he has a good future.
Hey, now's the time, guys. If any of y'all need a coach, I know I've taken on a few new ones here past few days, and James has too. So if any of y'all need some help just getting on track for the holidays, hit us up. That's what we do. Part-time job, baby.
Yep.
To help people get it lined out. So, all right, guys, we'll catch y'all here soon, brothers.
See y'all next week.
All right. See you later.